is concerned, a statement real big boy. You know what I mean? So I hear with my upcycle, recycle. I'm the Michael Jackson upcycle, recycle, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and I built all kind of stone for the ecological education of the planet. I had sour lavender going solar on my wall. You know what I mean? And this ecological talk and this Earth Day and, you know, all the realities that was expressed to us as learning as to where we are. So here what I telling you now. I jump on the bandwagon because I am one of those that fell through the cracks. You know, when the epidemic hit Trinidad, if you live in that era, you know the shit I talking about. My best representation of myself is craft. And you see on this corner here, I do over this expression must be about 100 times self-finance. And this is street craft. You see a lot of that in Trinidad. Right? But you don't hear a lot of this in Trinidad. So while all the other religions, I mean, you could call whatever school of thought you belong to, it's our one reality with all of us that we never paid attention to being edified, only probably now. You know what I think about the bill. I have a hip roof on top of it. Let me see if I could show it. But well, man, now all of this is self-finance, self-done. I beg for a little money and think, but people not interested in street craft or they're not interested in carrying or building a shop. You know, I just rent a space, you know. It's a community built shop. And you know what I'm telling you, what the carpentry to the top now. Self-done, eh? Right? See the hip roof? You know what I'm telling you, it's bad. If you look at the black and white on the corner, it's saying something. Street craft, real nice. I do this expression more than 100 different times. And they were telling you, I like this one. It's not some kind of commerce to go with it, but it's had the opportunity for me to actually explain that with all the narratives that are going on right now, I think all these religions and them was right. The day of judgment, the day of Qiyamah, today we calling it the magnetic shift, and we're talking about the cataclysmic events that is scheduled, you know, and over or delayed or whatever the reason is. Where are we looking down the barrel of decades? I think humans, as we did, check our lifespan in hundreds of years. We didn't realize for us it was decades, you know. Right? But there's me on this expression of ecological concerns. Yeah. So, when you look at the history and the conversation on how loud it is, I know body has the Michael Jackson upcycle, recycle, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and repair. You know what I like here? I like my little PVC corner. When my screws run out, I couldn't even put it up. You know that kind of way? So, when everybody else singing and tinging and tinging, them fighting to see if them could find some part of Colorado or someplace like that they feel. As long as the religions of the day, we live in a time where we should have been taught, because we have been learned about it almost 2,000 years ago. And then with internet and the data and however long you all may have known that our position before the sun and our galactic, history as to how the planet in itself functions in the galaxy, we are to live on Earth. And we really and truly should be taught to live in the galaxies. Everybody knows of all the events, of all the religiosities and all the sciences that talk about our body. And then they come and they feed us over the period of time. Another experimentation. That one I feel, you see the consumption, believe it or not, you see what we put in our mouth, you see the neurological position, they just take our hand and put it in our mouth. You see what we consume, that starts from sense in the garden according to that story. If you have another story, you could add it to it. But here what I tell you now, if you look at that particular story on the human behavior, our biggest psychological and psychosocial construct on this planet is our mouth. What we consume. Not what we say and all them. I'm not interested in people and the noise, because I don't feel people understand being human before the sun are a million times bigger than the planet, right? Aligned in this galaxy that has so much history on the planet of all activities that will be taking place. That's how the planet itself actually So when them trying to build wherever, we need to sort it out. But most people will survive. But to say that it's not an event, And it's not what they're scampering for. Right? So all the bullshit about snatching for the money, but at whatever level, wherever your narrative and all these kind of it's just a mere idea then that the education should have been much more predominant, and it probably could and still can be the most opportunity for humanity to really and truly put some preparatory works in place for all the thousands of years of information that coming into our era that we will live in. And thank you for your audience. But anyway, now I ain't done yet. But I like my piece of carpentry, upcycle, recycle, and what I'm telling you now. I like my PVC corner because upcycle material palette. I just wanted all to see everything upcycle. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm telling you now, the opportunity and the presentation, you can't tell me Mr. and Mrs. are looking good. Boss thing, I'm telling you that. And let's take a lot of work. It ain't going away now. It ain't earn me a dollar. We need to talk about work I put into that. Well, I part it. In Trinidad, a lot of opportunity to express. Not with the present, consumption. And, well, all these shopping, but these things just neurological. Because you could do what you want to yourself in the bathroom. You could, according to the Matrix,